Welcome, everyone. Noah here on the Dynamics Weekly newsletter and podcast. For the next month or so, I am interviewing class and session presenters for Community Summit, which is organized by Dynamic Communities and scheduled for October 19th to the 23rd in Orlando, Florida. And here it is. We are already into August, the middle of August, in fact. So October will be here in no time at all. And today, on our 47th interview, we have Mark Hamblin with us. Mark, how you doing there?
I am excellent, thank you. Number 47, lucky number 47. That's excellent. That's a lot of podcasts.
These are adding up fast. There's so many presenters, and these are short recordings, like 20 minutes, so they go pretty fast.
Yeah.
So I think we'll start off with a little bit about you. I mean, you are up in Canada, right?
I'm up in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. So yeah, the sort of Midwestern Canada. It's nice summer here. So, geez, Fahrenheit, we're at like I think 70 degrees today, which is nice and warm for us. So yeah, we're doing pretty good.
Good. Well, we have the north and south covered with you up in Canada. I am way down here in Florida on the Gulf Coast, and I'm watching hurricanes right now. So we're anxious to see how this one coming across the Atlantic is going to fall. Hopefully,
Yeah.
it'll just drift away north.
Yeah, something I'm
Oh,
glad I
you
don't
are.
have to deal with. Good luck with that.
Yeah. At least we have plan ahead, notice. So you are with InsightWorks, and you've been with them for a while, and you've been working with, you start off with Nav, and now you're handling Business Central deals.
Yeah. We used to do a lot of nav and we used to actually do nav implementations and one or two Business Central implementations, but we're really focused on the ISV side of things, which is really, building add-ons for Business Central and nav back in the day. So we've been around, as InsightWorks for about 10 years, but, we've been attending summits since 2011. Way back then when we're actually called DMS. So you still see DMS around, but InsightWorks. And yeah, we build apps for manufacturing, distribution, retail, those sorts of things.
Mm-hmm. And you are focused on, are you yourself mostly manufacturing and distribution?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm what we call a solutions advisor. So I look after sort of all the products or help people decide if our products are fit for their environments or not, right? We understand what they're trying to do and then see if we have anything to match up. And yeah, I've got a pretty good background in manufacturing and distribution. I used to be, way back in the day, parts manager and a motorcycle shop and auto mechanic and all sorts of things like that. And they got into manufacturing later on as an operations manager and those sorts of things, and then got into Nav and Business Central. So yeah, I look after a lot of the demos and the pre-sales types of things and some of the product direction here.
Well, I'm sure you're bringing a lot of that expertise with you down to Summit. You're going to be pretty busy on that Tuesday of Summit. You've got 3 sessions lined up for Tuesday.
Yeah.
I
And you know what? Sorry, go ahead.
I will just work our way through them, but go ahead with what you're thinking.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, to your earlier point, there are a lot of people, a lot of presenters, back in the olden days, back in, the 2011, 2012, 2013. I mean, 6 sessions, or 4 or 5 or 6 sessions during summer was a pretty typical workload for me because it was still a smaller event and there was a lot of learning to be done and now a lot more customers like users of Business Central and partners have come up and there's a ton more knowledge out there. And so we're doing fewer sessions nowadays, but hopefully there's still a lot of value in them. Yeah. So
Yep. And you're starting on that Tuesday, 9:45 in the morning. You've got an hour session, which is titled Ask the BC Experts Manufacturing. And you're on there with a panel of people.
yeah, exactly. So those panels are nice because it's an open forum. People can come in, ask questions about issues they're having or how to do certain things, and there's a ton of experience in those panels typically to answer those questions. So, I actually enjoy the panels quite a bit, mainly because there's no prep, so I'm kind
Yep.
of lazy. I don't have to write a PowerPoint or anything, but yeah, the panels are great because yeah, you can come with your questions. You're not just sitting there as a passive audience member. You can come in and basically get some best practice advice. And quite often the audience pipes up with their experiences and things like that. So they're definitely good to attend. That one is, specifically around the manufacturing side and Business Central, which, again, for personal experience, we've got a ton of experience, or I've got a ton of experience on the manufacturing side. And then as Insight works, we do a ton in the manufacturing business.
So I see there's 4 of the people on that panel for that session. Have you worked with these before in sessions and at summits?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a great community, right? So I know
It
everybody
is.
else on the panel, and we interact all the time outside of Summit as well on a lot of these questions that may come up during the panel.
Yep. So just so I'll roll through them with everybody to see who's on there. I see Ben Baxter with Accent Software, Andrew Good with Liberty Grove Software, Elizabeth, is it McQuiston?
Yes, close enough.
With Superior Walls of America, and Stephen Chinsky with L&L Consulting. So I've had Stephen on here before already. The others not yet, but I've got them on my list.
Yeah, all good guys. Ben, we go back quite a ways, and same with Andrew. And he's great to have on the panel because he's very process or food focused. So yeah, great breadth of experience on that panel. Definitely worth attending.
Yeah, and this panel is like the Ask the Expert panels. They're pretty active for the audience participation. Those people know what they're coming in for. They know that you're ready for questions, so they're usually pretty lively.
Yeah. I haven't been to one yet where there's been a lot of dead silence. There's always somebody with questions or comments.
Yep. And then right after that one, you've got one at 11 a.m. Another 1-hour session. The title of this one is PSS Barcode Integration in Business Central to Streamline Operations. I think you're presenting that one solo, right?
Yeah, and that one's more of a, sort of a vendor session. So a partner solution showcase is the PSS. So it's really just us talking about, there's value add. It's an educational session, how to leverage free tools that are available for Business Central. So, you're not being sold to, you come in, you learn how you can use some free tools to do barcoding in Business Central or a number of other things in Business Central. So yeah, if anybody has that requirement, wants to learn a little bit about what's out there for barcoding or, basically other tools that sort of go with it, it's a good session. But that's not a strictly educational. That is very, vendor focused. So it's very Insight Works focused. But again, it's, we don't really try and sell to people. We try and be as educational as possible, but it's all about our stuff on that one.
Yep. And then you wrap up that afternoon with a session at 3:15, and the title of that one is it's a Premier Spotlight, Get More from Business Central with Free Apps.
Yeah, so for the people who can't make the earlier session, this is a much shorter one that, again, goes through, how you can get a lot more value out of Business Central with the free applications that are available out there, right? So these are applications that, again, don't cost you anything, but they're not bait and switch type applications where people think, oh, I'll get it for free, but, after I do this, I need to start paying. It's really extends Business Central for the life of your Business Central implementation at no cost. So that's another good one, right? It's we try and make these sessions as educational as possible for the attendees, so that they're getting the most out of Business Central, whether it's how to do manufacturing better with the panel or what add-ons might be available for Business Central or what free tools might be available that they can make use of.
So I do see that one at 11 a.m. is a 1-hour session, the barcode integration one, and this one that the Premier Spotlight one is about 15. Well, it's not even 15 minutes, is it? It's 3:15 to 3:25. So how do they orchestrate that? Are you in like one room with a lot of different vendors?
It's actually on the stage out in the expo area is where you do it. So it's pretty rapid fire and nice spot to sit and get a quick overview of the different presenters, what's available from the various companies and things like that. So yeah, it's a really quick overview, rapid fire. These are all the tools that you can use to improve your Business Central, and it won't cost you anything. So yeah, it's like 10 or 15 minutes, and I think you get a lot out of it. Or I hope people will anyway.
I do see where it's Legends Theater on the Expo Hall floor. And mention the Expo Hall. Um, Inside Works. You'll have a booth, I believe, 721.
Correct. Yeah. So we've again, yeah, since about 2011. Well, not about since 2011, we've been sponsoring Summit. We started out with our little 10 by 10 booth, and now we're up to one of the larger booths. And yeah, if there's any questions about anything we offer, or Business Central specific questions that have nothing to do with the solutions we provide or any of the free apps, we'll have 5 or 6 people there that can answer any of the questions for the attendees.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And for people who do have questions for you, even before Summit starts or after your sessions, do you have a preferred method of contact for yourself?
Our website is pretty capable. We have good contact information. We have tons of videos if people want to watch, detailed videos about how things work, free products, subscription products, all those sorts of things. So yeah, dmsiworks.com is really where people should go to get a hold of us and see what's out there.
Okay. And you've been to a lot of summits. I've been to many over the years as well. So I think this is the third time they've had it down in Orlando, and especially at the Gaylord Resort there in Orlando. So that's a great venue they've got. A lot of stuff going on in there, even turtles and alligators.
Yeah. I love the alligators. It's a pretty interesting venue. Agreed. Yeah, I think this has been the third time they've had it at the Gaylord. It's a nice place. Anybody thinking about going, it's a great event, great venue. It's definitely worth attending.
Does Canada have gators? I mean, down here in Florida, we have gators everywhere. So I mean, walking across the street.
No gators. Depends where you are. We have other wildlife, but no gators, which my wife appreciates.
Okay.
She's not a fan.
Yeah, I can imagine so. Yeah. Well, they are pretty well maintained down there at the Gaylord, and they have bring them out and feed them out there for everybody to see. So it's a pretty entertaining event and educational as well.
Agreed. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
speaking of educationally, that's a big part of these conferences like Summit, and the networking is another big part of it as well. So I mean, I've been to so many of them and met so many people that come in from all over the world to share their information with everybody, their knowledge of the products, their own personal experiences. And with so many years that you've been working with NAV and BC, I mean, you're bringing a ton of that with you as well, especially around manufacturing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I really do enjoy the educational events. Like I said, we've cut back a little bit because there are now so many people out there that have a wealth of knowledge to share. It's not as important that one person has to do 6 sessions to sort of fill out the agenda or cover off some of these more advanced topics. So that's great to see, right? How much the community has grown,
Yeah.
and how much people want to contribute to these events. But yeah, definitely we have everybody we bring has pretty good experience with with BC and the products we offer and everything else. So and again, tons of companies out there with their own products and everything else, and but more importantly, like you said, the networking, just meeting with other people that are having issues with Business Central, or maybe not issues, but can share their best practices and everything else. The networking aspect of it is great. Like I love going down and meeting all the people I saw last year, all our new customers coming in to say hi and pick up an extra stuffed animal from us or whatever it happens to be, So
It is a lot of it is a little reunion for a lot of us from over so many years. So once you do get in this little chain of dynamic users and suppliers and everything, it's we tend to stay with it pretty long.
Yeah, agreed. It's Business Central is a great product, first of all, and there's so many additional things you can add to it from the various people attending Summit, and then on top of that, the community that's kind of around it. Just it's I think once you get into it, you stick with it for quite a while.
Yep. And just curious about your nav clients versus your Business Central clients. A lot of them, have they already migrated to Business Central? Is it a big topic right now that they're going through for those two ERPs?
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of migration, and we're seeing a lot of people that are saying they're moving to business. They're not our customers yet, but as they're moving to Business Central, they're looking for other improvements in addition to just going to Business Central. What else can they do to, improve their processes and everything else? And then they're coming to us. We still sell a few things on the nav side, but it's way less than 5% of our business now. So you can see how quickly that's dropped off over the last few years. It's extremely rare to do anything on nav nowadays. Everything is Business Central.
Yep. We had our big start was on the GP side, which we still have tons of clients on the GP side, but we do see a big migration to Business Central. So that's a big push, and it has been for several years now.
Yeah, exactly. And you do see that picking up a lot. There are a lot more, GP customers, putting their toes in the water of Business Central. A lot of migrations already, but definitely, a lot of people going to Summit from the GP world, trying to figure out, what do I do, right? Is Business Central the right fit for me coming from GP? And, quite honestly, it is. And there's they're planning a session. I don't know if it's finalized yet, but a session sort of the day before the full Summit agenda for just people that are on GP that are considering moving to Business Central. So I think that'll be finalized here shortly, and I think that'll be a big help for those people.
Yep. And your sessions are all on Tuesday, but do you plan to be there pretty much the whole week?
Yeah, we're there pretty much the whole week. So yes, always around, always open to chat with anybody that would like to. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm coming down probably the Friday before. I've got 2 classes we're teaching on Saturday and Sunday, and staying through the whole week because we have some sessions as well for financial reporting stuff. So I'll definitely look you up while I'm down there.
Yeah, that sounds good. And good luck with the financial reporting stuff. I mean, I've got a lot of experience with BC and NAV, but when it comes to the finance side, people are, well, can BC do this? Oh, yeah, I bet you it can. That's about as much as I know. Yeah.
Well, hey, I'm here if you have questions about it. So,
All right. Well, that sounds good.
anything else that we can throw in here before we wrap up today's call with you?
No, it's been really great to chat with you, and I am definitely looking forward to meeting up in person with you and everybody else down there.
Yep, definitely. So, Mark, it's great talking with you today. I appreciate all the insights into your sessions there. And when I'm down there, I'll definitely look you up and try to meet you in person. And for everybody listening, networking is such a huge part of these conferences. By all means, try to meet Mark while you're there. Look him up, introduce yourself. It's always great to kind of associate a real person with an email address or a LinkedIn profile. So it's really great to make that connection in the real world. All right, Mark, I will see you in Orlando and looking forward to the trip.
That sounds great. Looking forward to it.